Hello there, everyone. Santok here with Slickstar Gaming, and welcome back to more Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. Well, last time around we finished off the Tantar Deep Route and the Copperbell Mines, and we got an invite from Ul'dah and Papalimo to go visit their secret organization or something like that. Let's see what we can learn from Momodi about this. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Momodi is ready to tell you what she knows about the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. So, you want to know more about them? So you want to know more then, do you? Well, ain't that a surprise? I swear, if I painted certain death on the one door and limitless wealth on the other, 9 out of 10 adventurers would go to the first, and the other bloke wouldn't be able to choose on account of being Ul'dah. Anyway, don't say I didn't warn you. First of all, if you're wondering whether you can trust these Scions of the Seventh Dawn, you can. They're good people who've made it their mission to solve some of Eorzea's most pressing problems. Of course, that ain't no small task, and so they're always looking for dependable individuals to join them. Individuals like you, Yeranthe. Now, I've been given leave to tell you where to find the Scions, but you must promise to keep this information to yourself. As you can probably imagine, it's something Eorzea's enemies would very much like to know. The Scions are headquartered in Vesper Bay, out in western Thanalan. The place you're looking for is called the Wakened Sands. Give your name to whoever's at the entrance, and you'll be let in. You're a man in demand, Yeranthe, and the days ahead promise to be busy. But I hope you won't forget about them as helped make you into the adventurer you are. Drop in and tell how you're faring from time to time, you hear? Right. Well, I've said my piece. Off you go. Alright. I mean, come on, who doesn't want to join a secret society of realm saviors? That just sounds fun. There was a closer Aetheryte that I could use the warp. I didn't notice it in time, so I'm just going to go to this one. And to Western Thanalan. It's going to be a bit of a run, but we'll be fine. Oh, also, before we get too far, let's bring out our new minion, the Wolf Pup. Look at the little guy. We like him. Alright, so Vesper Bay is way out over here. Way out over here. Actually, did I? Yeah, we haven't even gone up to Horizon to attune to that Aetheryte. So first I gotta walk all the way to Horizon. We'll attune to that. And then we gotta go even further to where Vesper Bay is. It's a bit of a journey. This is why last time around I was saying, like, oh, there's a blue quest out there. But we'll wait to get that because now we're going to that location. And if we see anything along the way that we need for our hunt log, well, we'll kill it. Wait, I clicked on something and changed my map. There we go. That's better. Relatively soon, I believe, is when we'll be able to start using a mount. Don't think we'll get that this episode, but I mean, I don't. No, that's a bit off. A part of me wants to say maybe if we don't do any additional side stuff, but I do not want to make any guarantees. I do like the idea though that I'm only going to do side quests if they are either a blue or if they are roughly around our level. Make it more worth our time. And then the ones that are lower level, we'll pick up with a different class later on. Alright, let's interact with this. And where's the choke? Oh, I guess we don't need to interact with this choke bookkeep. We could have just gone here. well. Oh well. Whoa. I don't know if that got caught in the video, but this game sound cut up for a half second there. That was weird. I was like running down here and just like jumping through it. I don't know. It just makes me feel good. Almost there. I don't want to say too much, but these Scions characters, these are basically going to be like our primary companions moving forward throughout the game. Like, from here to the current expansion. And maybe to the future. Who knows? We don't know, because more expansions haven't released yet. But it's like, if this was like a more traditional Final Fantasy, these characters would basically be our permanent party members. We know Ul'dah and Papalymo are two of them, because we met them in Gridania. And then that picture that we got with the quest showed two more. But there's even more than that. And soon we'll get to meet them. Blue quest from Swear Jim. Oh, you have two actually. Color your world. Swear Jim wants to show you a whole new world of colors. You there. Yes, you. The decisively unfashionable adventurer. Gods be good. Never in my life have I seen such unapologetic focus on function at extreme cost of form. The mere sight of your affair makes my eyes bleed. As a lover of all things aesthetically pleasing, I cannot in good conscience allow you to continue roaming the realm in that sorry state. I believe your appearance can yet be salvaged through the use of color. I will teach you how to go about dyeing your outfit, but first, I must have a drink. The heat has given me a vicious thirst, and I won't be able to talk for any length of time. Be a dear and buy me a bottle of orange juice at the stall by the northern gates, would you? Once I have moistened my throat, we shall see to the business of remedying your appearance. Is that here? Crafting tome bender. What do you actually have? Oh. He won't let us buy from him yet. Okay. Oh, wait, there isn't. Oh, no, that is his shop. It says. The map says there should be a shop right here. Ah, here they are. Okay, yeah, so they're not going to have orange juice here. I don't know where I can get that. I'm going to have to check. They said the north gate, but I don't know exactly what they mean by that. Let's see here. They are at 12.1, 13.8. What? That's here. Oh, right here, the merchant and mender. We can buy orange juice from them. So we go to purchase items. Orange juice. Pray tell, have you brought my orange juice? Lest you have forgotten, the merchant who sells it can be found just inside the northern gate. Oh, phew. That's a relief. Finally, I can teach you how to bring color into your life. Listen well. There are handy items called colorants, which allow folks to dye their outfits a veritable rainbow of colors. These colorants are so simple to use, adventurers have no excuse to be fashion unconscious. Lest you worry that dyeing will affect your garment's precious properties, you may rest assured it will not. The practicality you adventurers love so much will not suffer for the change in appearance, a change for the better. It should also gladden you to know that garments can be dyed repeatedly, so there's no fear of getting locked into one color. The garish pink that seemed like such a wonderful idea through a dozen glasses of red can be undone. And that is all you need to know about dyeing gear. Now, what are you waiting for? Get out there and bring some color into your life. And for that we get 3 rose pink dyes, 3 bone whites, and 3 ice blues, as well as the ability to dye our gear. You are now able to dye items. To dye a piece of gear, you must first have the proper colorant. Colorant can be crafted or purchased in stores. I don't know why they're calling it colorant when they should just call it dye, but whatever. Once you have the proper colorant, dyeing an item is as easy as selecting the dye icon for the actions and traits interface. There's no limit to how many times an item can be dyed. Dye can also be removed by using an item called Terebinth. It should be noted, however, that certain items require the completion of quests before they can be dyed, and also not every piece of gear can be dyed. If you wish to paint the housing fixture or furnishing, you can do so by selecting furnishing color by accessing housing within the social menu. Alternately, furnishings can also be painted when selected from the inventory. So let's show this real briefly. Actually, our main piece of our main body piece can't be dyed. You know what? Actually, I know it can be. Hang on. Let's bring out. This is a great example here. The Strife Vest. So first of all, you'll see 2 dots. 2 dots means that there are 2 different dye colors that we can add to this outfit. If they only have 1 dot, then they can only have. Then there's only 1 spot they can be dyed. So I'm going to go to Enable Dye Preview here. This will show me like what the dye would look like. And something I have for my main is I like to have like this favorite set of dyes be Ruby Red on dye 1 and Dragon Blue on dye 2 because the color contrast is really good. You can clearly see where things are different on it. So I'm just going to click that, and here we can see like red is dye channel 1. You can see how that's dyed, and the blue is in channel 2, and we can see how all of that is dyed. And then we can change the colors. We can play around with it. If I want to, I can switch. I can swap the 2 dyes positions. So now the blue and, well, we changed the red to a pink. Now they're in different spots. If I decide, maybe I like the red, but what if I swap and it's like, ooh, actually the blue looks really good on that first dye channel. I can play around with things. Each of these colors has their own color of dye that you have to change, that you have to have in your inventory in order to use it. Pumpkin orange, acorn brown, gobby bag brown, millicorn yellow, canary yellow. What are the 3 that they give us? They give us bone white. So that's how that one would work. I'll just put both on bone white just so we can see it as well. Nope, I need to select dye channel 2. There we go. Oh, ooh, I would hate that on Cloud's outfit. They also give us rose pink, which I would not do either. And then I think it was a sky blue. No, ice blue. That's what it was. If I was going to use any of these 3 on this outfit, oh god, I wouldn't use either of these colors on Cloud's outfit. No, god. There's a couple different shades of white. There's black. There's also some metallic colors with brass, pearl white, metallic purple, sky blue, yellow, metallic red. There's silver. I thought there was gold, but I guess it's brass this whole time. I always thought it was gold. Huh. Kind of wild. But yeah, dyeing. I'm not going to mess around too much with this. Actually, I'm not going to mess with this at all right now. When I get to a point where I want to start making like an outfit for our character, then I'm going to look into it. But for right now, we're going to put that on the back burner. Partly because if I had a glamour, Where Jim wishes to impart to you her knowledge of glamours. Oh, dear, dear, dear. This will never do. My sense of aesthetics simply won't allow it. How can you go out dressed like that? My dear, if only you'd spare a thought for style and coordination. I hope your garb holds up during a scuffle, because there's little else going for it. That's it. I've made up my mind. From this day forth, I'll take it upon myself to save you from any more fashion disasters. Let me see. So much that needs to be addressed. Where to even begin? Be a dear and get me a drink. I'm feeling rather parched, and this is a matter best discussed over a glass of something cold. Just go to the Pissed Pice and ask Falkland. I'll have some blood orange juice. And tell her to make sure there's no pulp in it. Now off you go. Well, this one we can actually just go over here. Oh, Swear Jim sent you, did she? That woman. I've never known anyone so lazy. Would it kill her to come and get it herself? Here you are. You shouldn't let her push you around, you know. Give her an ale and she'll take him home. So, how's that drink coming along? Also, this lady wants to talk to us about, like, fashion and colors. And it's like, meanwhile, she's got, like, Sora pants and Sora shoes going on here. Like, lady, you're not a Kingdom Hearts character. What are you wearing? Oh, delicious! Nothing is better on a hot day. Some say I have expensive tastes, but life's too short to settle for second best. Of course, this extends to my choice of wardrobe, too. Now that I'm feeling refreshed, shall we get started? Do you know, dear, you'd look a lot less drab if you knew how to apply glamours. What's a glamour, you ask? Well, use a glamour prism as a catalyst to project the image of one item onto another. It's just an illusion, mind, but very convincing. This means the original object stays essentially the same. It just takes on a new appearance, that's all. Remember, if you fancy a change, you don't have to stick with the same glamour. Just apply another one on top, or use a glamour dispeller to return the object to normal. Why sacrifice style for such humdrum trifles as durability or protection from bodily harm? Limitless possibilities for self-expression are just a couple of glamours away. Go ahead, give it a try. And do make it quick, dear, for my sake. I'm finding your uninspired attire more and more offensive with each passing moment. Rude. Glamour dressers in in-rooms are now available. You may use dressers to transform items into glamours and create ensembles for quick and easy use. Oh, now what quests does she have for us? Glamours allow you to alter the appearance of equipment through the use of illusory magics. To change the appearance of an item, highlight it, and select Cast Glamour from the sub-commands. Casting glamours require catalysts known as glamour prisms. Please note that for the illusion to take effect, the projected gear must be compatible with the glamour gear's level, class, race, and gender. Basically, this means that if there's something that is exclusive to female characters, I can't wear it. If it's something like the starting race gear for a Hyur or a Lullafil, I can't wear it because I'm a Vera. And also, if I have a piece of equipment that is, let's say, level 40, but I am wearing a level 30 piece of gear, I cannot make my level 30 gear look like level 40 gear. Casting glamours requires catalysts known as glamour... Oh, we already read that part. Glamored items cannot be sold or traded. Furthermore, the item lending its likeness will become bound to you. With these conditions in mind, by using glamours, you can always look and perform your best. And then glamour dressers. Is your inventory cluttered with gear you only wear on special occasions? Are glamour prisms causing you headaches? Glamour dressers have been added to in-rooms across the realm to make applying and managing glamour gear simpler and more intuitive. Start by adding gear to any glamour dresser where it is instantly transformed into a glamour. Next, use glamour plates to create full sets of glamour attire, which can be applied to your character all at once. I'll go into more detail about that at a later time, but for now, what I can do is I can show... Can I even wear the green beret? Wow, they give you the green beret as like a headpiece to show off how glamour can work, and it's not even something that Vera can wear. That is so bad. So here's what I'll do. I'm gonna, with our body piece here, I'm gonna click Cast Glamour. I don't know if I'm actually gonna accidentally do this. Okay, I don't want to actually click on it in case it actually happens. But if like I was to choose a stripe vest, then that will turn our brand new robe into the stripe vest. It will still have the brand new robe stats, but it'll just look like a stripe vest. And that way you can build out fashion. As most Final Fantasy XIV players will tell you, fashion is the true in-game. It's not my personal in-game, but I have outfits. What is this other one? Absolutely glamorous. We have to be... Oh, we need to have a crafter class level 15. Oh, I see what that's going to do. She'll teach you how to craft glamour prisms. Okay. Well, that's all of that for now. Let's go meet up with the Scions. Oh, what's this quest over here? And why is this person hiding? Brahma Queen. Oh, it's a level 47 quest. Holy shit. Is that for that might be an optional dungeon. Deep in the desert of my heart, a lonely flower blooms, yearning for the heavens above to quench my thirst for you. Hello? I would thank you not to sneak up on me like that. Now, please be advised, this is private property. Unless you have pertinent business here, I must ask you to... Here at the behest of Ul'dah and Papalymo. Oh. Well, my sincerest apologies. May I please have your name? Yaranthe Zantok. Yaranthe Zantok. Ah, here you are. Well, I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands, headquarters of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. My name is Tataru, and I look forward to assisting you during your time with us. The antecedent is within the solar. I shall let her know to expect you. I forgot to check to see like what the stats in the Green Beret were. Oh, it's a level 1. Yeah, no, we don't want to wear that. So welcome to the Waking Sands. We can explore around a little bit, maybe. Actually, I guess maybe the doors won't open for us yet. Oh, that one will. We can see some other members. There's Arenvald here, Ollie, Abatia. It's not the Arenvald. I had a dream like any other. I was myself, but then it became something more. When I spoke of it to others, they directed me here. Did you have one too? That receptionist is something else. Did you perchance notice how small she's written the names in her roll? Couldn't make out a single one, no matter how hard I tried. Sorry, I'm just trying to make idle conversation. This whole affair has me all worked up. I thought for sure that it was some sort of scam, that they were rounding up hapless adventurers for some nefarious ends. Now that I've seen the facilities for myself, I must confess, it looks legitimate. The antecedent made me an offer I couldn't refuse. Said that if I joined, I'd get to fight against the Primals and the Imperials both to my heart's content. I know I could get the same by enlisting one of the grand companies. I've never been partial to saluting, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I feel that. These are other fresh recruits to the Scions. They are, I don't know if they're like also just got here this day, or if maybe they've been here like a day or two longer than us, but nice to know we're not the only people that have been scouted. I take it you're here and they, Zantok. Tataru sent word that you had arrived. Lady Minfilia has eagerly awaited your coming. This way, if you please. Oh. So, first of all, hard leather ring bands, those are going to be worse for us. What do we have currently again? I love 17 items, that's right. Here's the most important reward, though. 40 Vesper Bay Aetheryte tickets. When the game first came out, actually, I don't think it was until like maybe the Shadowbringers expansion that they actually gave these out. Maybe Stormblood, I'm not entirely sure. Because Vesper Bay here does not have an Aetheryte, but we will be coming back to this location many times during the game, especially in Realm Reborn. And so eventually they were just like, okay, we'll give you guys these tickets so you can warp here directly, because the walk from Horizon to here is kind of annoying.
So you are the adventurer of whom I've heard so much. Well met, friend. My name is Minfilia, and I lead the Scions of the 7th Dawn. I have awaited your coming. Please, be at ease. You are among friends here. No doubt you are ripe to burst with questions. But have patience. All will be revealed in time. First, let me begin by telling you who we are and what we do. We are the Scions of the 7th Dawn, an order that transcends political boundaries. Our single objective is the preservation of the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals. Their existence is a bane upon Eorzea, nay, the world at large, and we have striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. Our order is home to a number of individuals who, like you, possess a rare and special talent. This talent takes various forms, but one holds particular interest for us. Tell me, have you ever experienced a sudden, inexplicable loss of consciousness?
Followed by visions of somebody else's life? Yeah, actually.
Have you ever had the sensation of being pulled away from reality? Felt as though you were hovering in space, a mind without a body? All these things are the manifestations of your talent. Yours is the power to transcend the boundaries of the soul, a power known as the Echo. The Echo allows you to pass through the walls of a man's soul and hear the resonations of his past. You will be there in his memories and see things as he saw them. You may even interact with that which you see, though you cannot change the outcome of events. For another blessing, the Echo will enable you to know a man's mind even if you cannot comprehend his words. In short, the Echo is a truly extraordinary power, and this power is strong within you. It is only a shame that we cannot use it whensoever we choose. That's right. I too possess the Echo. With that established, let us return to the subject of the Primals. So long as they exist, the realm cannot take so much as a single step towards true peace. Measures must be taken. Measures which transcend boundaries, be they of faction, race, language, or creed. And to do so, the Scions require the aid of those with our talent. Make no mistake, the Echo will be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. Without it, we cannot hope to save the realm. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea, but I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Why else would the gods entrust man with a gift so extraordinary, if not to have him use it? And so I implore you, lend us your power.
Naturally, your aid will not go unrewarded. We are fortunate to have a number of influential allies, and at a word from me, they will gladly afford you certain privileges that might otherwise be denied you. The right to employ retainers, for example. Are you familiar with them? They are individuals who may be relied upon to manage your assets and belongings on your behalf. The papers you requested, my lady. Thank you, Tataru. The pleasure is mine, my lady. By way of a welcoming gift, I've taken the liberty of adding your name to the Retainer's Registry. As of now, you are entitled to employ the services of a retainer. You will need to consult a retainer advocate regarding the particulars of this arrangement. but believe me when I say that retainers will prove invaluable to you in your adventuring endeavors. Let this gesture serve as evidence of our commitment to do all in our power to facilitate your personal objectives. In return, we ask that you aid us to the fullest extent of your talents. A mutually beneficial relationship, I am sure you will agree, and one which serves the greater good besides. Well, that was a veritable lecture, was it not? Forgive me, but it is important that all concerned are aware of what is expected of them. Now you know our purpose and what we can offer you. I invite you to consider joining us. When you have come to a decision, you may tell me without fear of censure. In good faith, I shall entrust you with our order's password, which our members use to reach one another when afield. It is Wild Rose. Pray, keep it safe. Good old Wild Rose. The Final Fantasy II reference. Hiring a retainer! Retainers are helpful NPCs who can be hired by players to carry out such tasks as storing excess skill and gear, or selling unwanted items on the market. They may also be sent afield on ventures. A contract of service can be drafted by Fredwib in Limsa, Parnell in Gridania, Chachabi in Ul'dah, Prunilla in Ishgard, or Kazashi in Kugane. What's an Ishgard or Kugane, you ask? Don't worry about it. We'll get there later. A very long later. So here are the other primary members of the Scions. Let's go ahead and talk with each of them real quick before we go talk to Minfilia again. Summoning a primal is no small feat. It requires a tremendous concentration of ether, which is why the beast trap to such lengths to obtain crystals. Once they manifest in physical form, their unquenchable thirst for ether only grows stronger. They will drink the land dry with nary a thought to the consequences. Considering their fearsome strength, it could be well within their ability to do so. It is for this reason we must do our utmost to oppose them. Our organization, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, was formed through the union of two separate entities. The first was composed of Charlian natives, such as myself, and was called the Circle of Knowing. The second, made up of individuals that share your rare gift, was known as the Path of the 12. The terrible events that ushered in the Seventh Umbral Era taught us that only together may we stand against the evil that seeks to consume us. This place is called the Waking Sands, and it's our headquarters. It used to be somewhere else, you know, but then a bunch of things happened and we ended up here instead. Well, there are others who possess the Echo. None are near as strong as you with the power, hence our extremely high expectations of you. The 7 waning moons see 7 suns rise. Divine order royals, fallen corpses writhe. Thus the Divine Chronicles seek to warn us once more. The meaning of these words now shines clear. They evoke the dire circumstance of this imperiled age. The realm doth shudder and twist, and the dawn lieth cowering neath the stifling blanket of night. And we abide. We await the coming of the unborn era's seed, the light, which shall pierce the glowing darkness. So, we already know Edith and Papalymo because we started Gridania. We met them, we met them a couple times, and they invited us here. If we had started in a different city, we would not have met Edith and Papalymo. This would have been our first time meeting them. If we had started in Limsa, we would have met Y'shtola. And if we had started in Ul'dah, we would have met Thancred. As for Uranger, this was your first time meeting him no matter what. And same for Minfilia. Although, I know Minfilia, and I think maybe the others were all in version 1.0 of the game before it got nuked to hell and they made a Realm Reborn as a reboot. We Scions have but one objective, to safeguard the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals. Long have we striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea. but I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Pray, consider this when you give me your answer, Yeren Thay. We have some options. I will go whether the wild rose blooms. Yours is no small endeavor. The dangers are great, or nothing. We're gonna go whether the wild rose blooms. Hell yeah, adventure. A wild rose by any other name. Minfilia is waiting to hear whether or not you will pledge your support to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
I take it you will help us. Wonderful! I knew you wouldn't let us down. But come, I would introduce you to your friends in the Order. Tell me, does the name Sharlayan ring any bells?
Yes, because I've cited my characters from there.
It used to be one of Eorzea's 6 city-states, and was situated in the northwest of Ul'dah. The Sharlayans were the keepers of wisdom both old and new. Their mastery over magic and ether was unsurpassed, and even the Garleans knew to fear them. Among their number, there were a noble few who devoted their lives to safeguarding the future of Eorzea. When the realm began its descent into chaos, and their countrymen fled for the motherland, they alone chose to remain here. These noble men and women were called the Archons. Those same brave souls stand before you now. The masked woman is Ul'dah, and beside her is Popalimo. The two are charged with surveying the Twelveswood.
Hello there!
Welcome! I had every confidence that you would agree to help us.
Me too? Okay, my turn to introduce someone. That there is Thancred.
He is our man here in Ul'dah, Jewel of the Desert.
Welcome to the team. If I may, the lovely maiden beside me is named Y'shtola. Limsa Lominsa has the pleasure of being under her care.
Greetings. Last but not least is Urianger, who presides over all affairs within these halls. Pray seek him out whenever you have questions.
Dawn may banish even the darkest night. The words of a dear friend. I'm glad of our meeting.
I love how Minfilia just kind of like gave him looks like, really, dude? We're starting with a Shakespeare? Come on, he just met you.
At the Battle of Kanna-E-Senna, our leader was taken from us. But we did not stray from our purpose. We sought out Minfilia and others with her talent, and together established the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Along with the Archons, those blessed with the Echo play a pivotal role in our endeavor to forge a brighter tomorrow for the realm. Oh, I should also introduce you to Tataru, our clerk. She ensures that everything runs smoothly.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Oh man, hearing the original voices again for these characters is a trip. Because I haven't heard these voices in 2 years. I mean, Thancred's voice I hear all the time because of his voice actor in other projects. But everybody else, oh god.
In time, I hope you will come to think of us as family. But without further ado, I would assign you your first task. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldesion?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have received a request for aid from the Immortal Flames. Thancred, would you do the honors?
It would be my pleasure. Some days ago, a crystal caravan registered to Amagina & Sons mineral concern was waylaid and divested of its cargo. But there is more. Within a bell of the robbery, several people were reported missing from the shantytown outside the city.
At a glance, one would assume the involvement of bandits, kidnappers, and coincidence. Such crimes are hardly uncommon, and the Immortal Flames deal with their like almost every day. However, this time we have reason to believe that a primal is involved.
Aye, the evidence left behind implicates the Ul'dah, who are known worshippers of Ifrit. If we then consider the objects that were taken, there is no room left for doubt. The crimes were committed in the name of a primal.
That you may better understand the nature of our struggle with the primals, I would have you play the leading role in this investigation. You have my thanks. If there is aught you wish to know, I recommend you speak with Thancred. He is well versed in the affairs of Ul'dah.
Ever at your service, dear fellow.
And that's the team. Ready to begin, are we? That's the spirit. So then, your mission is to investigate a crystal robbery and a spate of abductions. Crimes which we believe to be connected. Assuming we are correct, it is like that any discoveries we make in relation to one another will further our understanding of the other. Now, since the attack on their caravan, our friends at Amagina & Sons Mineral Concern have doubled security over all their shipments. In light of this, it is my judgment that the abductions should be our priority. According to our preliminary findings, the majority of the missing were last seen in the vicinity of Camp Drybone, so that would seem a fine place to begin. A fellow by the name of Isambard serves as the camp's de facto leader. Pay him a visit and see that he gives us his full cooperation. We have our mission. That says that Camp Drybone. Where is that? That is in Eastern Thanalan. We have not been there yet. Or if we have it, let's just very quickly to kill some things. What Chocobo keep here? There should be. Oh yeah, we never talked to him, so we should definitely do that. He can only take me to Horizon, or Ul'dah. Actually, wait a minute, hang on, I got a question. It's 163 gil to warp to Ul'dah instantly, or just 30 to take a 2-minute ride on Chocobo to Ul'dah. Actually, wait, before we want to do that, is there a quick... Can I go straight to Eastern? That's Central Thanalan. Okay, we cannot. So yeah, I want to take a Chocobo to Thanalan. Or Ul'dah. We're just gonna have a nice little 2-minute break, essentially, to listen to this theme. See somebody else fighting along their Chocobo. Oh yeah, that's the thing we'll be able to do once we have our own Chocobo. We'll be able to have them fight with us. And that's pretty cool. Bum ba dum bum bum. Such a good theme, you know? I'm a fan. once we get to Ul'dah, instead of immediately going to Eastern Thanalan for the quest, I want to go to the markets and we can pick up our first retainer. And I do say first because we can have more than one. You can have 2 for free, and then beyond that, you have to pay for each additional one. Which just gets added like to your monthly payment for the game, or if like you get like the premium version of the app for this game, which the app is basically just like, again, helps you with market stuff. I believe you get an additional retainer, but again, that's, you know, paying for another one essentially. I have paid for 3 extra ones with my main account, and I'm pretty sure that'll translate to be able to have 5 in total with any alts I use. I'm actually not entirely sure. I'm going to make 1 to start out with, though. I'll have a full set of 4 at one point just to help with some things. Well, maybe. I'll explain when we get there. Alright. Where's the retainer Vocate? Or Vocate? Not really sure the pronunciation. Don't see him over there. Sybil, what quests do you have? Or are you, Oh, you're another, alternate, or, optional dungeon. Oh. Hello, this is a blue quest. What is this? Oh! Oh! So remember that free Fantasia that we got in Gridania? Near Old Man Jonathan. This is another free Fantasia that you get. This quest was added with the Dawn Trail expansion because they changed a lot of character designs. Or not... They updated the graphics, which changed how some characters look a bit. So they gave everybody a free Fantasia, or the opportunity for a free Fantasia. That way they could make any changes if they weren't happy with the changes that were made to their character. So, we have Bottled Fantasy. The medicine merchant leers at you, his smile unnaturally wide. Why hello there, lad. Can't make some easy gill. You'd only deliver a vial of my wares to a customer. I'll make it worth your while. Is this one of those swindles I'm supposed to report? Heavens, no. It's a perfectly legitimate job, and I would never lie to you. It simply isn't in my nature. Now that we understand each other, take this to the gladiator waiting on the steps of Nald. Once you receive his dues, bring them straight back here. And rest assured, I will know if you're even a gill short. Where's this quest at? Ah, it's in the other half of Ul'dah. Alright, well, guess we'll do this first, and then we'll go look at the retainers. We got time. The diminutive gladiator. Oh, this is taking forever. It really was too good to be true. Hey, I'm supposed to bring you this? Oh, thank you, sir. I've been waiting for what felt like an age, but finally it's here. My miracle draught. Oh, do you not know what this is? This, my friend, is a phial of the mysterious brew called Fantasia. Legend states that any who drink it before lying down for a nap awakens a new man. Or woman. My Colosseum debut is coming up, and I'm terribly nervous. So I thought this medication might bestow me with some, the self-confidence that I lack. And a chiseled, muscly body besides. I can't wait to show off in my subligar. Take this to the medicine merchant with my compliments. Now, if you'll excuse me, I want to make my dreams come true. I hope he's happy with his decision. Good, you're back. And with my payment, I expect? Yep. Every last gill accounted for. I knew you'd be right for the job. Now, for your payment. But what's this? A friend of yours? I can't say I recognized him. My client? You mean that little Lullafell gladiator? Your potion just turned a Lullafell into a cure. Who's to say? I have no way of proving that man was indeed my client. But if it would sate your curiosity, I believe I can spare you a file for your own experimentation. Now, my business here is done. We'll meet again someday, though. Whether we recognize one another is less certain. And now we have a second free Fantasia. We'll get a third one once we finish the level 50 story. But that's a ways off. For now, there's Chachabi. Greetings. I take it you have come to see me about a retainer. I sure have. According to our records, you may hire up to 5 retainers. Currently, you have no retainers in your employ. While customizing your retainer, you'll be unable to communicate with players and get engaged in other activities. Excellent. We have quite a few men and women on our list, so I invite you to describe the retainer you desire, down to the most minute detail. Sounds a little creepy, but it's because you get to create them just like we would when we were creating our initial character. That said, I'm going to import one of my character designs that I have made before, because I had previously made a gender... I made one character for each gender and race that is available in the game, so I have 16 character designs here saved. And I want to do this one here. This is one of my favorite designs that I made. I'm a big fan of her. This is a female Duskrite Elven, and I really like how she looks. If I consider actually making her be our character for this Let's Play instead of our bunny, but I really wanted to go with Vera. But I just really like the color coordination here with the hair, the eyes, the skin tone, and the facial tattoos. It just looks so good. Oh, I don't need to save the appearance because it's already as is. We'll click no on that. I can think of several retainers that are exactly as you described. How strange. Oddly enough, they have strikingly different personalities. If you'd be so kind as to state a preference, it would be most helpful. So what personality do I want this person to have? Let's go with... Carefree? Very well. I've just the individual in mind. When summoned, this retainer will greet you just so. Oh, why must you summon me at a time like this? Oh, I don't like that. That'll be all, yes? Then if you would excuse me. No. I want a different personality. Let's go with rough, maybe? Usually it's me doing the summons and others doing the waiting. Don't leave me alone for too long. No, I don't like that for her at all. maybe lively. You know, I thought you might be willing to summon me. Maybe rest assured that I am ready and eager to serve. Are you certain you don't desire anything else? Anything at all? Very well. Just take my leave. No, this doesn't sound right for what I have for this image of this character. Independent, maybe? I'm sure there's a perfectly good explanation for this summons. I believe that concludes our dealings for now. That one I'm closer on. Let's try polite and then serious. What is it you would have me do, my lord? I humbly await your next summons, my lord. Definitely not. I think, I'm not entirely sure, but I think the dialogue changes on gender and race as well. But I'm not 100% sure about that. Maybe it's not at all. It's just the personality. But for serious, is there something that I can help you with? Oh, it's a pleasure. You know what? I'm gonna go with independent. We're gonna do that. Excellent. It is also customary to give a retainer an appellation of one's own making. A nickname, as it were. We find this deepens the bond between our clients and their retainers. So, the name must be at least 3 characters long and can't contain letters, apostrophes, and hyphens. Hyphens, however, cannot be succession or placed immediately before or after an apostrophe. I need to come up with a name. I'm trying to think of something here real quick. I kind of have a concept. Salacy? I'm gonna do a Salacy. I don't know. I'm not entirely settled on this name, but you know, I'm kind of liking the syllables to it. Salacy. It's kind of... Yeah, screw it. Let's just go for it. One moment, please, while I draft the proper documentation. Congratulations! Salacy is now in your employ. You can summon your retainer using the nearby bell. If you have any further questions or requests, please do not hesitate to ask. Summoning bells are used to call forth any retainers you have in your employ. Retainers are helpful NPCs who can be hired by players to maintain items and gil, as well as place goods up for sale in the markets. Once you have been given approval to hire retainers, speak with Fridwib in Limsa Lumensa, Parnell in Gridania, Chachibi in Ul'dah, Prunella in Ishgard, or Kazashi in Kugane. A retainer's many tasks. Once a retainer is summoned, you can entrust them with gil or items, as well as have them put entrusted items up for sale in the market. Additionally, you can also send them afield on ventures. To entrust an item to, or to retrieve an item from your retainer, simply drag it from one inventory window to the other. To transfer gil, click on the gil transfer button to open a separate window. To entrust stackable items that are identical to those already possessed by your retainer, you can select the Entrust Duplicates button. So, this is basically our bank system. So I can put all these extra items here on a retainer that I don't want to hold on to. It'll just keep it safe for me. Don't I just put everything on there for right now? Kind of. I'll keep the potions and the ethers just in case. And I guess the antidote and the eye drop, sure, I'll keep them. But everything else, and well, I guess I'm also going to keep the Vesper Bay Aetheroid tickets. We're just going to put this all on the retainer for right now. Some of the stuff will be pulled back whenever I need to do leveling for our crafters. So that's why I'm just going to keep this over there. That way I don't like sell this stuff off right now. Actually, we're going to keep the Starlight Stalls barding. Because eventually... Wait, why am I putting the food in here? There we go. I'm also going to keep the elegant pieces. Oh, keep the high potion for sure. And now our inventory is a lot cleaner. The other thing that we can do here is use the markets. If you have a retainer in your employ, you can have them place items up for sale in the markets. a 5% tax is charged to every sale. To put an item up for sale, you must first entrust it to your retainer. Next, select the item from their inventory and decide upon its selling price. The number listed in the list represents the buying price offered by NPCs. Items that are untradeable or bound to you cannot be sold to other players. Therefore, you'll be unable to move them from your retainer's inventory to the market window. So here's how this really works. I can right-click the potion in my inventory and select Put Up for Sale. The asking price will start out as 1 because that is how much I could sell this to an NPC. And the quantity that I can sell at once maxes out to however many I can, but it caps at 99. If I click this button here for compare prices, well, this is the different thing. I'll talk about that briefly. This shows me what other people are currently selling this item for. So right now, the cheapest is 32 potions selling for 30 gil each by Uncia, and the total is 960 gil. That does not count the additional fee that is added on the markets, but if I check this box, it will tell me that in total it will cost me 1,008 gil. And some people are selling them for nearly 5,000. Why? Nobody's gonna buy that. Alternatively, actually, I guess first I'll read this here. If an item in the search list is available for purchase, you can... Oh, yeah, this is actually showing this right. If an item in the search list is available for purchase, you can select the icon to bring up a second list indicating the item's selling prices, ordered from lowest to highest. Selecting the item you wish to buy to display... Select the item you wish to buy to display a final prompt from which you can confirm or cancel the transaction. Please note that you'll be charged a transaction fee when completing a purchase. I don't know why they showed me that prompt when I was looking at other things, but it did. Alternatively, if the item I want to sell is on my retainer's inventory and not my own, I can do sell items in my retainer's inventory. And I bring up this list, and I could select, let's say, the Beastkin Blood. Put up for sale, compare prices. It's being sold for 1 gil. So there's no point in selling that on the market. If I wanted to get rid of it, I'd just take it to an NPC. Grade 1 Dark Matter, though, does sell for a bit. I'm not going to sell it right now, but eventually I will do that. I'm just not really concerned about things. The other thing that we can do... Wait. I can't do a venture. When do I unlock retainer ventures? Hang on a minute, I thought I get to do that. Let me check something here. Ah, there's a quest for it. What do I need to do to unlock this quest? It looks like nothing, it's just in Gridania. Okay, well, when we next go to Gridania, we need to look around for a level 17, probably blue quest. Interesting. All right, we have a retainer though, and they can now help us with our inventory, and I'll be dumping off our extra stuff every so often. And then eventually, probably once we finish the quote-unquote base game main story, that is when I will start looking at selling things and think what I want to keep. Well, no. I'll figure it out. For now, oh, we need to go to the Eastern Thanaland. None of these little warps I can do will take me there. Is there any? That'll go to Central, that's Western. Okay, I guess we need to go to Central Thanaland, and from there will be a spot to Eastern. Okay, that's Southern, Northern, Eastern over there. Okay, so I want to go to the Gate of Nuld. That'll be the closest spot. All right, and there probably are not going to be a level of corporate quests. Oh, there's a blue. What's that blue quest? I also want to attune with that Etherite at Black Brush Station. So, let's head over there. Do 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 do. I'm very much looking forward to when I can ride a mount. It will be so nice. Speaking of, I'm going to Oh, right, that button's not there yet. Dang it. Chocobo Keep! Do that and the Aetheryte. Alright, now let's head over to that blue quest. I think I know what that's for, but I'm not entirely certain. Forging the Spirit. Wine Bros wish to disseminate the secrets of materia creation. What would you say if I told you that inanimate objects can possess a soul? They can, believe it or not, although the soul in question is not their own, but that of their owner. Through faithful service, the arms and armor that we use come to hold our spiritual energy. Thus do we form a spirit bond with them. This spiritual energy can be drawn out and converted into materia, a special kind of crystal that can be attached to gear to enhance its properties. I am well versed in the ways of materia extraction. If you wish to learn more about the process, it will be my pleasure to teach you. You're ready to commence your learning? Good. As you will have gathered by now, materia is the crystallized form of one's spiritual energy. As this energy is derived from an individual's psyche, a volatile beast at the best of times, a degree of variance is to be expected in its production. In practice, this means that you won't know the exact properties of a stone until you cradle it in your hand. Now, materia won't grant you much of anything on its own. Its power must be tapped, see? And this is achieved by melding it to gear. Know, though, that it takes the deft hand of a craftsman to meld materia. You can always seek others to attach materia on your behalf. If you would sooner do it yourself, I recommend you speak with Phobos. Melding is her field of expertise. If you wish to remove materia from an item, highlight its icon and select Retrieve Materia. There's a chance that the materia will be salvaged. Extracting materia. You can now extract materia from items. Materia extracted from one piece of gear can be affixed to another, improving its attributes. To extract materia from an item, you must first have created a spirit bond with it by using the piece repeatedly in battle, crafting, or gathering. Once an item's spirit bond reaches 100%, then you'll be able to select Extract Materia from the list of available subcommands. Once materia is extracted from an item, its spirit bond will be reduced to 1%. Affixing materia to an item can be done by a Disciple of the Hand with the proper training, or by speaking with Materia Melder NPCs. Should you wish to remove materia, you may do so by highlighting it and selecting Retrieve Materia. So, while we will definitely be increasing your spirit bond and being able to extract materia as we play through, we are not going to worry about melding materia and attaching them to our items. It's really only needed if you're doing high level content, and we're not going to be doing that with this character. This character that will eventually teach us about it, we just need to get a crafter to level 19 first. And we'll do that bit, because, you know, it's a quest, and I like doing quests. For now, let us keep going. And I guess I'm also going to now go to actions and traits, general, where is it? Materia extraction. I'm gonna move that down here. What is our current spirit bond at with anything? Oh, we're at 90% with the weather choker. Nice. You'll a quick and easy way that you'll be able to tell if something you equipped has maxed out spirit bond is first of all it'll tell you. But then if you're not noticing it, if you look down here on the right where it tells you like which slots have been taken up in inventory, instead of looking green, the dot will become white. Easy way to know. Time for fall damage. Yeah, not too much. All right, Eastern Thanalan. We made it. Okay, let's see what this place looks like. Ooh, there are some quests that are more or less level appropriate. Not all of them, though. We'll be saving some. For now, let's just go up here to Camp Drybone. No, thank you, Fate. No, thank you. We're not interested. I like Camp Drybone. And I'll show you why. Because I can approach it like this. My knees! Leaves of Camp Drybone. Poponagu, the local lead quest representative in Camp Drybone, is seeking an adventurer to undertake guild leaves. Good day to you, adventurer. I am Poponagu, representative of the Adventurers Guild. I have a number of fine guild leads in my possession, which I will gladly allow you to undertake, if you prove yourself sufficiently capable, that is. You see, protocol dictates that I administer a trial guild leave. Until you complete it, I can grant you no more. How about this task? Review the details and tell me if you are up for the challenge. The law won. Despite the fact Soul Audit Law clearly forbids any and all business dealings with the beast tribes deemed hostile, a goblin merchant has chosen to ignore the law and peddle his wares to the Amalja. The Brass Blades cannot allow this, and seek adventurers to locate the merchant and bid him cease. He is, however, by no means to be hurt. Goblins are considered harmless, and have been granted leave to conduct commerce within the city-state, so we ask that adventurers simply lead him away from Amalja lands towards central Thanalan. It's another Beckon one? Really? Jesus. Very well. You need merely beckon to the gullible goblin Gutrix Silverpix to help lead him to his destination. This is why we kept beckon on our hotbar. Ugh. Where's the chocobo keep? Oh, you're up top, aren't you? Alright, let me go talk to you. This, however, is the part of Camp Drybone I don't like. Is there stuff... Wait. Oh, okay, here we go. This up top. I almost left the whole town. Going down into it, fun. Getting up out of it, not fun. Alright, into the green. We will start right here. Alright, Gutrix, come with me. Wait, why is Gutrix... Are we supposed to be leading Gutrix away from Amalja lands? Where are we taking him then? Oh, we're taking him into to central Thanalan. I see. Oh, there's an enemy. Oh, there it is. I was like, where? I don't see anything. Oh, there's also a bonus thing, a furball weed and a treasure coffer. We're gonna go get that. Alright, Gutrix, let's keep going. Fate failed. I wasn't even trying. Too far away. Come on, Gutrix. We're halfway there. Oh, there's an enemy. Oh, there's also a Drybone Tuco over there. I don't know where the other enemy is. I thought it said there was going to be a bird. Maybe they meant the Tuco. But I don't see anything else. Ah, too far away. We did it! Yeah, many thanks, but he'll be back. He doesn't care. Gutrix just wants the money. I see the desert heat wasn't too much for you. Here's your reward. See that you don't spend it all at the pub. And with that, you'll fulfill the requirements. You're free to partake of my guildings as well. There's always work to be done here in Camp Drybone. Whatever your talents, I have no doubt that you will find someone in need and willing to pay. Hey, I'm Eisenbard. Here to search for the missing folk, I take it? Minfilia sent word that an adventurer fitting your description would be along. She also warned us to be wary of the Ul'dah, since we know who the culprits are at the very least. Now, I bear no official title at this camp, but the people here come to look to me for leadership. You have my word that I'll do all I can to help see the victims safely returned. Here we're also getting an item called a Glamour Dispeller, which we can use to remove a glamour from an item. Unsolved mystery. Eisenbard of Camp Drybone is seeking help to solve a mystery of missing persons. Let's get right to it then. Minfilia names the Ul'dah culprits in all this. You would do well to investigate them first. What charm has been levied on these lands by Ul'dah hands? The flames burn where they might, but their light cannot stay the darkness in all places at all times. There have been brutal murders of callers to the Church of Saint Adama Landala, innocents wishing no more than to pay their respects to the dead. The poor souls deserve a proper burial. I will see to the deed before mongrels catch their scent, but I know not if the Ul'dah still linger. Would you secure their remains for me, friend? You'll find them on the Eastern Road. Well, willing, I may even come to learn something what the Ul'dah seek in this area. And just a quick check around here. Yeah, none of the quests that are right here are ones that we're going to do right now. But let's go. Oh, retrieve ripe corpses. That sounds so awful. I don't want to do that. These are the Ul'dah. Big lizard people. Big muscly lizard people. They're only level 12, though. Ah. It is good to see you return. Were you able to secure the remains of our fallen? I sure was. With the bodies given back proper to the earth, the souls will find their way across to the other side. You have done a noble deed this day. I thank you. Now then, what of the Ul'dah? Did you see any? Surely such massive monstrosities as they cannot conceal their presence, much less take their quarry unawares. Ah, so they were Ul'dah remaining. After all, I feared as much. Their part in the lowborn disappearing is all but confirmed. But since there's more to this than meets the eye, the occasional Ul'dah raiding party would not account for people going missing in these kinds of numbers. The total is too great, and the questions too many. It would not surprise me in the least to learn of another hand in this. But whose? Countless travelers pass through Drybone every day, and even if it were one among them, how would we best discover who may be implicit in these vanishings? What poor people think. It's a really weird quest title. Eisenbart aims to turn his investigation to the common folk. What say we turn it out to the common folk themselves? Maybe among them that we find the reasons for these vanishings. 12 forbid it be so. There's a merchant by the name of Ungust who was born here in Drybone and grew up in the Golden Bazaar. A rough character, but he knows the people here better than anyone else. I'd wager he's at the inn, quaffing away the day's earnings. Here, I'll write a note for you to show him, else he's not like to speak to you. Oh god, it's this guy. I knew we'd see him again, I just didn't remember when. Well, gods be damned. You're that bloody adventurer who threatened me back in Ul'dah. What in the seven hells do you want with me now? I have a note for you. Dear friend, missing people, please help. Yours, Eisenbart. Ugh. Folks around here are as wary as they come. They'll turn tail and run if you so much as pass wind nearby. Played them all for fools and cooked some hard labor out of them, I did. If anything, we're even more timid than before, with all the disappearances. You can go talk to him yourself if you don't believe me. I think this guy's doing the same quest we are. Maybe not. Please, sir, just leave me be. I have nothing to say but this. Thal Take, who, or whatever, has been feeding off on the slow folk. What do you want from me? I don't know anything, I swear. Please don't kill me. Am I that threatening looking? I'm just a harmless little bunny boy. Just as I told you, wasn't it? The whole lot of them are terrified. There's been talk of folk getting abducted. But if you ask me, they simply have to move to a better place. This place isn't exactly Costa del Sol, if you know what I'm saying. No, we don't. We haven't been there yet. He's got a motorcycle. I want a motorcycle. Welcome back, Erenthay. Have you learned aught of import? I see. I suppose I should have expected as much from Ungust. Well, another thought occurred to me in your absence. The common folk are nothing if not fervent in their religious beliefs. Perhaps if they speak freely to their gods, then the clergy may know something of use. Oh, well this... Oh no, that is going to be worse for us. Dang. Guess we'll just take the money. I do want to see, like, can I even wear it? Like, will it show up on me? It would! Dang, I would have considered that, but oh well. I ain't gonna worry about it. A proper burial. Eisenbar would like you to learn what you can from the clergy. If we would know what the common folk speak of to their gods, we've no better place to ask than at the church of Saint Adama Landama. It's a small and humble church found to the northwest of here. And so long as you're headed there, might I ask you to deliver this embalmed corpse? A morbid request, I grant you. None must be born to burial, and I trust none more than you to see it done. Sick of a man named Marcus. He tends to the graves of the Lich Yard. He'll tell you where the body is being interred. I don't like calling a church graveyard a Lich Yard. That implies things to me, and I don't like it. Oh, hello, motorcycle guy. Actually, you're a different motorcycle person. You're a wintry Rudolph is what you are. Quite a few people here. Marcus, yes? A body? Of course. There have been many bodies as of late. I apologize, sir. You seek a place of burial, and there's an empty grave atop the ridge. Take the path and lay him to rest there. I love being able to jump over fences and things. It's fun. Wait, is that not... I don't see... Oh, I see where I'm supposed to go. Oh, I can't jump over it from this side. There we go. Let's follow this path. Oh, that's kind of weird. Get in your grave, please. Thank you. May they all walk in Thal's realm. What? Missing person? I'm afraid I cannot help you. But maybe Sister Orson can. She's been kind to me. Everyone has been so kind to me. I don't know why, though. Pardon me. You'll find Sister Orson within the church walls. I hear you have done us a service of burying a fallen soul. Please accept our gratitude and extend it to Eisenbar when next you see him. You seek knowledge of missing dry-bone inhabitants? Well, it is true I am closer to the people than any other of the Order. I confide in them, and they in me, when they wish to speak to their keeper. I am the medium through which they do. Should I learn anything pertinent, I'll be sure to share the information with you. I only wish Marcus would be more helpful in the matter. I pray he did nothing to offend. He saw terrible things during the calamity. His scars run deep, indeed. He seems to now prefer the company of the dead over the living. While tragic, I fear such behavior ill befits the church. I received word not long ago that one of our recent visitors, a man called Dankred, I believe, took offense at his conduct. I must have words with Marcus, and soon. Uh-oh. Church drama. None of my business, though. I wasn't sure we were going to make that jump. Thank you, Yaranthe. A burial is no easy thing. When the departed is a stranger. Were you able to learn aught of the missing common folk? You've been keeping yourself rather busy of late, haven't you, Yaranthe? A pleasure, my dear Isambard. The name is Thancred, and I share a passion with you and our mutual friend here for learning what has become of these missing persons, and why. I too spoke with Ungus, more times than I care to count. There seems to be some truth to this notion of the common folk speaking their secrets only to those in service to the gods. Prostration, prayer, penance, abject deeds done behind closed doors, away from prying eyes. Who better to take the pious unawares than she who takes confession? The good Sister Orson herself. Orson? She wouldn't. She couldn't. Even the most beautiful roses have thorns, my friend. You would be wise to keep an eye to this rose. Still, the Lich Keeper Marcus. I'd swear to the 12 I've seen that face elsewhere before. I would like how that looks, but oh well. It's weaker. We get the money. For the children, Isambard is concerned about the questions surrounding Sister Orson's integrity. Sister Orson, it cannot be. Though she is wont to travel to the Golden Bazaar on her own, and it's not uncommon to see her speaking to the children, but no, it could not be she, could it? I grow weary of these suspicions. I know there is one child in particular that she is fond of. Pray seek out the boy, Yaranthe, and see if you cannot glean something from him about Orson's activities. Where's that at? Okay, way up here. We haven't gotten to fight a hunt target in a while. Or for our hunting log, rather. Hunt targets are different than hunting log targets. It's kind of wild. A little confusing in the Realm Reborn times, but it's fine. It's all fine here. How are you? Oh, there's a fate ahead. We're just gonna run through it. Hi, bye. Oh, there's a chocobo keep up here. Excellent. An uncombed urchin. Oh man. Oh, please help! Sister Orson went out on her own and hasn't come back yet. She always reads to me right here and about Thal and the Order and the other side. I told her I lost my shiny thing and she went looking for it. What if the monsters outside hurt her? Please find her. Uh-oh. Sounds like Sister Orson is probably not the villain, you know? Rotting mage and rotting pikeman? That sounds like zombies. You are the one from the church. Thank goodness you arrived when you did. It seems my gratitude is yours yet again. You spoke with the child? Yes, well, I was able to find his lost trinket. It is a ring given him by his mother before she passed. I will see it safely back to him. You don't want to talk about the zombies that I just have to save you from? Alright. Back to Camp Drybone. I would have thought that we would have, like, talked to her during that point, but no, it seems a little strange. I know that there were a lot of quests removed at some point. Maybe it was during Shadowbringers, I think, to streamline a Realm Reborn and just, like, make it a bit faster. I wonder if maybe it was a quest somewhere in there that got removed. I don't really know what has been, like, what things they made shorter, what things have been condensed. I'm honestly not sure. I'm curious, though. I think all three of the starting quests on each of their cities did lose some quests. That I'm fairly sure about. And I know that there's supposed to be something about, like, I think it's smelling a chocobo that they removed, which sounds really weird that there would be a quest about smelling a chocobo, but okay. It's gone anyways. Sister Orson was attacked outside the Golden Bazaar. Gods forfend. I'll secure a room at the inn for her should she require any rest. Searching for the mementos of orphans, and risking her own well-being in the doing, no less? Certainly not the dastardly deeds Thancred would have us believe. Certainly not. Level 30. We can take our next class quest, but I'm going to wait on that until it's needed. Amalja Wrong Places. Eisenbar seems to have a message for you from Thancred. I am well glad I received that en route for Sister Orson. It seems she received greater injuries from her attackers than she initially led on. Thankfully, she's expected to make a full recovery. But now, onto the matter at hand. Thancred came looking for you once more. He left word that he'll be waiting at the Amalja encampment to the southeast. I pray the two of you are able to uncover some evidence regarding these disappearances. That would be nice. We're actually getting pretty close. Not happening today, but we're getting pretty close to a new bit of content. Something similar to a dungeon, but not quite. Definitely next up. Well, 90% chance that it'll be in the next episode. For now, we gotta continue our investigation into these disappearances and the Amalja. Is that Thancred over there? It is. I saw like a figure with like different colors. Like that doesn't look like a tree or something normal. Ah, there you are, Yeranthe. So good of you to come. Indeed, I've heard all about good Sister Orson. Eisenbard said her wounds were serious. It would seem my suspicions of the poor Rose were misplaced. But false though they were, perhaps my suspicions were not entirely without merit. Whilst following Sister Orson near the Golden Bazaar, a band of Amalja caught my eye. I've tracked them as far as his encampment, but, well, let's just say that I would much prefer to keep my distance and remain here. This, of course, brings me to why I requested you, dear Yeranthe. Would you be so kind as to take a look inside? Sure, I'll go in their camp. They won't aggro on me. They're 12 levels below me. We're level 30. We are a lot higher level than we actually need to be at this point. It's kind of funny. They don't even care. They're just like, oh, that guy's too strong for us. We don't want to deal with him. Alright, we are looking for clues. We found this queer leaflet. Let's go back to Thancred. Well, did anything tickle your fancy? Yep. This leaflet. See the wealth of Nald to the hands of your children. Looks to be some sort of assembly to provide the poor with work. The lettering, though, atrocious, is it not? These built about Nald Thal seem somewhat less than studied. I find it hard to believe one among the Order pinned this. Pray take us to the inn at Camp Drybone. Let us see what Sister Orson makes of it. Sounds like somebody had like the Amalja maybe wrote a fake job letter, and then people would go there thinking, oh, I can get money, and then they get kidnapped. That's what makes sense to me, at least. And prepare your knees. Ow. Ermengarde. Wait, that wasn't the end? Wait a minute. I thought this was the end. It's a different building. Is it this door? There we go. My savior comes again. What do I owe to the honor this day? Can you tell me anything about this? What is this? Blasphemous! These are not our teachings at all. This was not made by any true brother or sister of the Order. Of that, I can assure you. Come to think of it, weeks ago, the church was plagued by missing garments. Could someone be posing as a priest of the Order to deceive the people? Sounds likely. Oh, what happened in here? This does not concern you. Please, let her grieve in peace. Okay, I will leave. Wait. Oh, I was supposed to talk to Thancred. The plot thickens, Yaranthe. Our culprit pretends to be a priest to lend credence to his deception. There is no doubt an irony in there somewhere. But I suspect we have a worthy adversary on our hands. I shall consider how best to handle this. For now, tell Eisenbart what we have learned here. Posing as a priest? Oh, to think! These troubling notions aside, it is gratifying to finally be able to move this investigation forward. Thank you once again, Yaranthe. I shall keep my ears and eyes open, now more than ever. Dress to deceive. Eisenbart wants to help you identify and apprehend the false priest. I'm afraid I have not seen any unusual activity, nor have any at this camp given me cause to doubt them. But unless we can identify the culprit, and soon, more innocents will fall victim. Do not despair just yet, my friend. An idea occurs to me. Our suspect has been posing as a priest, using leaflets bearing false promises to lure the poor. Let Yaranthe and me serve like with like, by posing as impoverished souls in need of succor. I dare to hope this will yield us the answers we seek. It will be a dangerous undertaking, but you two are more than capable of looking after yourselves. I'm next to useless in a battle, but I can simply supply the garments for the disguise. These old tunics and slops should serve your needs, as long as you don't mind the smell and the stains. These will serve very well. You have my thanks. Listen, Yaranthe, so as to lay the foundations for our little ploy, we must make it widely known that more vagrants have arrived at camp, and are desperate for coin. To this end, I want you to don the old garments Eisenberg has lent us, and beg for work around the camp. Before long, the false priest should catch wind and approach us. Alright, so we were given a weathered shepherd's tunic and a weathered shepherd's slops. We need to wear these for this quest. There we go. Oh god, I'm sorry. I tried to get the mute button in time and I could not. Huh? And you are... another refugee by the looks of you. The immortal flames have neither work nor a coin for your like. Be gone. And see to it you don't make a nuisance of yourself. Rude. I was about to get to the good part. Looking for work, you say? Sorry, but we don't have any openings. Now get out of here so I can finish my story. I preach the teachings of Azemia the Warden. Hast thou come to partake of the honey of her wisdom? Azemia is keeper of the sun and goddess of inquiry. All is laid bare beneath the light of her divine countenance. Open thy heart to this light, needy child, and thou shalt want for naught till the end of days. Greetings, good sir. Is there aught I might assist you with? Oh, I don't believe there is. I'm afraid our wares are very expensive. Mayhap you should rejoin your fellows at the pond north of the Sandgate? Okay, the green circle from selecting her makes that armor look really weird. I don't like it. And the last person, I guess, must be above? 'Cause they weren't in there. Ah, here we go. Oh, what is it? Oh god, it's not again. Look, being poor doesn't give you the right to pester whosoever you want. Why don't you keep with your own kind up by that muddy pond of yours at Drybone? Very rude. You've quite a knack for being a nuisance here and there. The camp is above the talk of newly arrived vagrants. And though we were unable to attract our wayward transgressor, we were able to learn that the poor have a commune by the pond north of Sandgate, to the east of here. The eyes of the authorities do not reach that place. Rather ideal for spiriting away hapless souls. Let us go there and wait for the kindly priest to come and offer us aid and comfort. Needless to say, you'll need to remain in disguise. Can do. Going all the way out there into the sand. Follow that chocobo. It's too fast for us to follow. It's also going the wrong way. We shall stop following the chocobo. I see people gathered. Or does I see a person? Oh, it's Thancred. Damn it. Oh, I can't get up there from here. I need to go around. There we go. A fine evening for catching false priests, wouldn't you say? You look absolutely smashing, Yeranthe. Positively dressed for deception. All that's left, then, is to wait for our quarry to appear. Oh, you poor unfortunate souls. This is no way for men to live. No way at all. Who are you? What do you want? Be at ease, child, for I mean you no harm. I am a priest of the Order of Ul'dah, and I come to offer you succor. This leaflet bears the teachings of Nuld. Trust to them, and they will surely set you free from the shackles of penury. A tempting offer, but I'm afraid I must decline. On account of that atrocious performance, you would have made a god-awful mummer, Ungust. What? Wait, how'd you know? You bastards tricked me! Ungust, you didn't recognize me? Really? Or Thancred? Like, we didn't disguise our faces at all. Oh, please don't hurt me. I was only doing it to protect my people. Is that so? Do continue. Very well. I'm a man of the Golden Bazaar. Raised there, if not born. Some moons ago, the Ul'dah raids began. It would appear suddenly as a sandstorm, and plunder and pillage at will. Our defenders couldn't stand against them, few as they were. Everyone lived in fear. I wanted to save my people, but being a merchant was all I knew. And so I did the only thing a merchant could. I approached the Ul'dah in hopes of brokering a deal. In return for sparing the Golden Bazaar, they made demands. Outrageous ones. Demands? Of what kind, pray tell? First of all, they wanted a schedule for crystal shipments from the Nanawa mines. For this, I bribed one of the workers to leak me the information. Next, they wanted me to bring them people. So I posted the priests to lure the vulnerable and give them over to the Ul'dah. I didn't have a choice. Protecting one's home is a noble thing. At the cost of innocence. You could have sought the aid of the immortal flames, and yet you did not. I suspect you're not telling me the full story. What made you sell out your own people? Speak. The was good. What did you say? The coin was good, I said. I could sell mole meat for a score of lifetimes, not even see a fraction of what the Ul'dah pay me. You sacrificed innocence so you could line your own pockets. Words fail to express the contempt I feel for you. Spare me your contempt. We're gonna blame him for the mess the world's in, then blame yourselves or the gods. Ah! Not you again! Were you the one leaking the Immortal Flames patrol routes to the enemy as well? Spit it out. What? No! No. I know nothing about that. I swear it. At this stage, I'm rather disinclined to believe aught that leaves your mouth. But no matter. There will be time enough to learn the truth. Yaranthe, be a good man and take word of these developments to Minfilia, would you? I shall prize everything I can out of this filth. The abductees are still somewhere out there. Our foremost priority is to rescue them. And now we get to use a Vesper Bay Etherite ticket. Yeah. Why they give these 6 stars instead of like actually just adding an Aetheryte here, I don't know. Maybe at the time they didn't think they could, or if there's some programming issue. I honestly don't know. I do know that like they have added Aetherites in the middle of an expansion to locations before. So I'm not sure what it was about this that they couldn't do it. Wait, Braving New Depths. What's this one? This is another optional dungeon probably? I was also going for gold. Yeah, that looks like a dungeon. What's this one? Oh. Yeah, those are both optional dungeons. I'm not looking forward to healing that second one, I can tell you that much. Welcome back, Yerinthe. I am pleased that you and Thancred have been getting along. I see. You have done well to uncover the truth. My thanks for the report. As Thancred said, you must ascertain where the abducted were taken, and none but the Ul'dah know the answer. Suffice it to say, they will not willingly part with this information. I fear blood will be spilled before all is said and done. Alright, well, I think that's a good place to go ahead and end here for today. Next time, we continue our investigation into the Ul'dah and the disappearances, and we get to do a fight. We might get our chocobo. We might get a chocobo as well. Actually, I'm relatively sure. Anyways, I'll see you all then. Bye, everyone.